Hello, good morning. Welcome to our channel. In this video we will discuss base answer of growth, development and maturation from Unit 1 of Subject Perspectives of Child Development belongs to Bachelor of Education course. We will try to understand concepts growth, development and maturation. Child body grows and behavior develops. They represent two aspects of the change, that is, quantity and quality. Growth refers to an increase in size of the body parts due to multiplication of cells and increase in the intercellular substance. It can be measured in inches or centimeters and in kilograms or pounds. It causes quantitative changes in the body. Each child has a different genetic potential for growth. Development refers to physiological maturation. It is progressive increase in skill and capacity to function. It causes a qualitative change in child's functioning. Maturation causes an increase in competence and ability to function at a higher level depending on the child's heredity. When certain functions are performed by mind and body, it means attained maturity. Now we discuss about stages of development. Any development process proceeds through some stages, and each development stage differs from the other. Here we will consider age groups and stage of development. Age groups birth to 2 years. Stage of development is infancy. Age groups 2 years to 6 years. Stage of development is early childhood. Age group 6 years to 12 years. Stage of development is later childhood. Age group 12 years to 18 years, stage of development is adolescence. Age group 18 years to 40 years, stage of development is young adulthood. Age group 40 years to 65 years, stage of development is mature adulthood. Age group over 65 years aged, stage of development is adulthood. Now we will discuss difference between growth and development. Growth is defined as the development of a person in weight, age, size, and habits. Whereas development is defined as the process where a person's growth is visible in relation to the physical, environmental, and social factors. Growth is a process that focuses on quantitative improvement. For instance, a child visibly grows in weight and height. Whereas development focuses on both qualitative and quantitative refinement. For instance, a child's IQ increases with the growing age. Growth is limited, i.e., it happens till a particular point in time. Whereas development takes place throughout life, i.e., it doesn't depend upon time or age. Growth depends upon the cellular changes, i.e., a child grows into an adult. Whereas development is basically dependent upon organizational growth. The skill set of a child changes in such an environment. Growth is an external process. Whereas development is an internal process. Growth is structural. Whereas development is considered as functional. Now we will discuss about principles of development. They are categorized as: 1 is continuity, 2 is sequentiality, 3 is generality to speciality, 4 is differentiality. Human development involves change. This change occurs at various stages of development, and the development pattern at each stage has predictable characteristics. Now we will try to understand about continuity. Development is a continuous process from conception to death. Development consists of changes that lead the child to maturity not only of body size and functioning, but also of behavior. Even after maturity has been attained, development does not end. Changes continue until death, which ends the life cycle. Development depends on the growth and maturity of individuals who interact with the environment. Now we will try to understand about sequentiality. Development is sequential or orderly. Every animal or human follows a pattern of development. This pattern in general is the same for all individuals. Social and behavioral scientists increasingly have come to see development as a relationship between organism and environmental in a transaction or collaboration. Individuals work with and affect their environment, and in turn the environment works with and affects them. All children follow a development pattern with one stage leading to the next. Infants stand before they walk, draw circles before they make squares. Since development is continuous, what happens at one stage influences the following stages. Now we will try to understand about generality to specificity. Development proceeds from general to specific. In all areas of development, general activity always precedes specific activity. For example, the fetus moves its whole body but is incapable of making specific responses. In early postnatal life, infants wave their arms randomly. They can make such specific responses as reaching out for an object near them. In language, from genetic sounds emerge words and then specific sentences with meaning. With respect to emotional behavior, infants approach strange and unusual objects with some sort of a general fear response. Later, their fears become more specific and elicit different kinds of behavior, such as crying, turning away, and hiding or pretending to be not afraid. Now we will try to understand about differentiality. Individuals differ in the rate of growth and development. Boys and girls have different development rates. Each part of the body has its own particular rate of growth. Developmental changes do not always go forward in a straight line. The body has to attain its adult proportions, inequalities in rates occur. The feet, hands and nose reach maximum development early in adolescence, while the lower part of the face and the shoulders develop more slowly. Mental abilities like verbal, numerical, spatial, etc. develop at different ages. The point that you would remember here is that all these changes in individuals are not uniform. These changes occur at different rates. Now we will discuss about dimensions of child development. It comprises of 4 components, such as physical development, emotional development, cognitive development, and moral development. We have memories that remind us about the changes we have faced over time, and it is a fact that humans grow and change throughout their entire lifespan. Now we will try to understand about physical development. Consider a newborn baby. Right now she has no control over her movements, but within 18 months she will be walking, in another year running, and soon after, jumping and throwing and kicking things. In the first 2 years, a child develops physically at a faster rate than at any other time in her life. This physical development forms a significant basis for the developments in cognition and emotion. Now we will try to understand about emotional development. Emotion has been defined differently as a stage of agitation, disturbance of equilibrium, intense random and disorganized response to a stimulus. In modern life, emotions demand greater understanding because of their pervasive effects on behavior, personality, and health. The adolescents often struggle with a sense of identity and question about themselves. The common observable behavioral patterns at this stage are moodiness, anger, depression, anxiety, and state of dilemma. Their trust therefore shifts to friends, and the opinions of others seem to be important. Now we try to know about cognitive development. Child's cognitive development forms the foundation of many other developments like language, social, moral, and emotional development. Cognitive development involves mental processes that are associated with taking in, organizing, and making sense of information processes that include perceiving, attending to, understanding, and recalling information. The mental functions are part of what is referred to as cognition. Now we will try to understand what is moral development. Every day, we come across many situations which demand our reasoning of right or wrong. For example, if you do not reach on time, half of your salary gets deducted. What will you do? There are such situations in our daily life which make us realize how far we can uphold our attitude of being self. In these situations, we need to extend and challenge our thinking about what is moral. Actually, being moral or morality refers to the fundamental questions of right and wrong, justice, fairness, and basic human rights. Thank you for watching. This is first video out of 10 important videos from perspective of child development course. We will meet in next video soon. Please like, share and subscribe our channel.